Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who I have actually been pleasantly surprised by, and it shouldn't be a surprise. It's just nice to see when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, trying to visit other channels, support everybody as much as I can. It's always a heartwarming thing for me to see other creators supporting each other wholeheartedly. So Marketplace Boutique, ever since finding Tuber Chat, has been supporting all kinds of creators, and I have found them both in channels I've expected to see them in, and I've been pleasantly surprised by finding them in channels I did not realize they were already connected to. So I'm hoping everybody will connect to Marketplace Boutique. We'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers that they're thinking about. This particular creator happens to be talking to us about e-commerce. When we think about monetization, there are a lot of ways to monetize your YouTube channel or your YouTube journey outside even of the YouTube system or in addition to it. What we're talking about is streams of income. And Marketplace Boutique has been at this since 1998. You can read their About page where they let us know they were looking for a career change. They were working in law and they wanted to spend some more time at home. So they got involved in e-commerce. They bring us the lessons they've learned along the way. I do a little bit of eBay work myself, actually, and I've probably listed a couple thousand things. I've probably shipped over 1,000 packages. So I can tell you that those activities are easy to learn and easy to do. But Marketplace Boutique brings the magic into that situation by talking to us about how to find the right things to hopefully buy low, sell high, profit with, while still giving somebody a great deal. So hopefully everybody will connect with Marketplace Boutique. I see they've got a brand new video here as well. What I'm going to do is take this latest one. I'm going to put it into a special playlist I have called my catch-up list, and that's so I can keep caught up with creators. It's a fun name for a playlist, and playlists can be a great tool for keeping caught up with creators. I use them a lot. So when we look at shorts videos on this channel, we see something that's common among a lot of different creators, especially here in the Tuber Chat family, but even across YouTube, is that, or what I'm talking about is the idea that a lot of creators bring variety into their shorts, even when they have a specific niche or category for the channel. So we see a lot of variety here, but Marketplace Boutique has done really, really well. Just, you know, they've been with us many months now, but when they first came in, they had a couple of these shorts videos getting into 2,800 views, but they recently put up a few more over the last couple of months that have gotten into 4,000, 8,000, one of them over 12,000 views, which is great to see. And hopefully everybody, like I said, will connect with Marketplace Boutique. They're here with us just about every single day, and I run into them every day supporting other creators, sometimes in likely places and sometimes in places that are not so likely. So thank you, everybody. I know Rushing Wind Mountain rolled over their membership today, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. I think we got another couple of members here as well. Rosie Wren, the Queen of YT Forever, has been a gold member for a while. She's very much connected with our dear friend Kid Wonder, who's been a friend of mine for over 4 years now. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for that highlighted milestone message. Lucky Nomad Slots, good to see you in the house, and thank you for that membership. They actually grabbed a silver membership, and what that means is that, like Rosie Wren, the Queen of YT Forever, we're going to see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. So thank you for that. Home Bartending with John is in the chat right now. He also happens to be a silver member, so we see his channels. You saw that during the intro when we were getting ready to start the stream. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Scratch and Pete PA, beloved and dedicated moderator, known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, is in the house. I always make our moderators wait until after the first break before I put them on the wheel, but Scratch and Pete PA has literally been here well over 600 times. He's approaching 650 live streams, if you can believe that, for hours at a time with Tuber Chat. So much so that you see it in the beginning of the stream. So many people say, say like, hi, Kevin and Pete, when they come into Tuber Chat. So that's wonderful to see that he gets the recognition, well-deserved, for the support that he gives everyone, both here and outside. He actually supports every single thing I do on every single channel that I touch, as a matter of fact. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts is back in the house. Ben Cyan Games is here. Cool Gamers in the house. They are a longtime friend. They often run the stream in the background, but they support a lot of creators. DJ Ron the Mechanic, it's good to have you back. Feathered Connections Homestead was asking a question in the chat earlier, and forgive me because I've missed just about everything else, but that particular creator asked about cool chats, and I wonder what you mean exactly. If you don't mind elaborating on your question, I'll keep my eyes open for it, and then see if we can clarify what you were asking about exactly. Frostbite Area 51, good to see you in the house. Henry Leslie Vermont is a very talented artist. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them countless times to watch them actually paint, and then I believe they have all of their creations for sale, or most of them. Oh, sorry, forgive me, I'm making a big mistake here. Forgive me, Henry Leslie Vermont, I'm confusing your channel with another one. Forgive me for that. I don't know what on earth I'm thinking. Living Large with L Crew was excited to have caught us for another stream, so it's great to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts and Regional Sky Girl are both here just about every day. Fairbricks is always in the house, for which I'm grateful. I think they've been here every stream since finding us a few months ago. Simply Carol's in the house. Yarn Barf is a longtime friend. Adventures with Beth is here again, so thank you for coming in. Now hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. And yeah, we do have a lot of creative names for channels in the chat. Henry Leslie Vermont, I don't know what on earth I was thinking. Forgive me for that horrible confusion. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Henry Leslie Vermont on the wheel right away for that, so that we have a channel to get to right away. Filipina, pardon me, Cabuana, Cooking Baking Lane. Filipina Cabuana, Cooking Baking Lane. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. KP Heathen, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Simply Carol is here also. Nez Lover is in the house, who also brings us art, actually. That one I know I'm right about, actually. I'm not making a mistake this time. And then, thank you. Yes, Regional Sky Girl. I always appreciate the word of mouth. It's still, even in 2024, is the best way to get the word out. Some of our longest standing friends over the last 3.5 years have come from word of mouth, where somebody truly has a conversation with somebody, you know, and I always appreciate any sharing and things like that. And when, you know, you tell people like, hey, I know you're starting a YouTube channel and you should come over to Tuber Chat, it's fun there, and the guy's nice and all that stuff. I do appreciate that stuff. So I don't want to discount it at all, because I really do. But sometimes, you know, especially when you can get into a live stream or a premiere with a smaller audience, you often have time to have conversation. I've, you know, seen it both ways, where I've been in chats that are too fast to even conversate with anybody. I've also been in chats where I'm either the only one there or somebody else is the only one there. I got my start on YouTube about 6.5 years ago, and even in my first premieres and live streams, there was 1 or 2 people there, but it gives you a great chance to get to know people, or especially extended live streams, where we see these ones that go on for 2, 3, 4 hours and even longer. People pop in, people pop out, but when people have a chance to hang around for a while, you get to have a conversation. So I appreciate the word of mouth. I know a lot of people are out there saying wonderful things about Tuber Chat and Pete and myself and all of our moderators and a lot of our longtime friends that are here with us every day. Home Bartending with John and Fairbrick Studio and Rushing Wind Mountain are here every day, for which I'm grateful. Life in the Piedmont Homestead, good to see. Oh, pardon me, Piedmont Homestead. Life in the Piedmont Homestead, good to see you in the house. Even with my glasses, my vision is not perfect. Super Rainbow Queen, good to see you in the house. DJ's Adventures and Beyond is also here. Fishhead Videos has been making frequent appearances. And Ben Sign Games is still working on watch hours. So you heard me mention playlists at the beginning of the stream, and we talk about them often here. And the idea behind it is if you want to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Adventures with Beth did a 27-hour live stream once. I don't even know what my record is. Me personally, I've done a lot of outdoor live streaming on my personal channel, and I don't know if I ever actually crossed 6 or 8 hours. That's outdoors, and actually would have been in the freezing cold too, and this and that. But some streamers are out there. Some of you know I run channels for other people. I have run several. Now I just run a few. I've let a lot go. But one of the guys I run channels for, he can stream for like 16 hours. Doesn't change his energy at all. Whereas for me, I need a break if I'm going to be outside walking around. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then again, Feathered Connections Homestead, if you wanted to, I haven't forgotten about your question, if you wanted to clarify what was going on with the chats there. Often I miss a lot that goes on in the chat, and then when I try to make assumptions about what I think people are talking about, I make mistakes over and over and over again. Ben Sign Games is actually live every day. And I'm still considering the idea of hopefully sooner than later putting our music channel back on a virtual 24/7 live stream. So just for the sake of saying it while we're talking about live streams, and I'll spin the wheel just for fun. We'll look at Henry Leslie Vermont in a second here. But when we look at live streams, there's one aspect to extended live streams that everybody hopefully is aware of or needs to be aware of. When you have a live stream that goes beyond 12 hours, you do not gain any watch time, at least for the time extended afterwards. And it might be possible that you don't get any watch time that's going to stick. We can't be certain about how much will stick after live stream has gone on so much. So one trick that I have seen done, and we have done it on our music channel, is we stop the live streams after 11 hours and 50 minutes to make sure that all the watch hours are retained, and then restart 10 minutes later. So nobody would certainly need to do that. It's just an idea, but I wanted to share that with everybody. Lucky Nomad Slots, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. For that reason, we're going to put you on the wheel right away. Henry Leslie Vermont, I'm going to put your channel up on the screen right now. Again, hopefully everybody will connect with Marketplace Boutique. We'll probably see them today. They're here every day that they can be. Henry Leslie Vermont, let's have a look at your channel. I will, oh yes, of course. When we look at the About page here, I think they've just changed this, if I'm not mistaken. Vermont Wildlife, Leslie Homestead Dooryard, Gardens, and other miscellaneous content. And I believe what Henry Leslie Vermont originally had said, if I'm not, I'm going to make another mistake. I'm just not going to bother. If anybody wants to read their About page, you'll get an idea. When you connect with the channel, you'll get to know the creator. I obviously have more to learn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab your Coyotes on the Move video here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get another piece of content watched. What I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by hanging out in premieres, live streams, and watching videos. I get to know the content on the channel in most cases. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Anybody can reach out whenever they would like. And then Rock Chick Beauty's in the house from the UK. Ace Flaw 1 is here. He's been another friend of over 4 years. The Z Show is in the house. Did you change your name as well as that? The Z Show Cruise Fun? Yeah, I think it is, right? Yeah, Z-Man. The Z Show Cruise Fun is somebody who's been connected to us for a while as well. Yeah, yes, you're right, Ben Cyan Games. There's a lot of like hacks and tricks and manipulations we can do to try to drive extra traffic. But in the case of watch hours, for live streams, as long as they're under 12 hours, they count. Yeah, another thing to keep in mind, I believe, and we'll have to look it up again, but I believe the restriction is 3 hours on a live stream if you want to be able to edit it afterwards. If a live stream is over 3 hours, you may not be able to edit it. Oh, I see. The Z Show. This is another channel. So that's another friend. That's a friend that's got 3 channels, actually. Now, I wouldn't wish the idea of more than one channel on anybody in the world. However, if you already have more than one channel, then you're welcome to come into Tuber Chat. The only thing I ever ask of anybody with more than one channel is they must be treated separately, because the way that we're connecting to each other is the most important thing, right? Much more than our numbers, much more than our views and our watch hours, our subscriber numbers and things like that, is the quality of the connections. It's the friendships that make what we're doing here work over the long term, because we're never thinking about today. While I might talk about what's happening today, the idea is we're actually setting ourselves up for success down the road, far into the future. And if you are able to hang out today and listen to a few of the stories I'll likely tell about some of these creators, you'll see that this goes on far beyond days and weeks to even months, and in a lot of cases even years. I think Be Amazing Sylvia was in the house earlier as well. Our treasured home, good to see you in the house. Casino Slot Couple is here. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica's in the house. And we have lots of time today. We've still got well over 2.5 hours. We've barely got started today. So lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. I know I'm talking a lot right now. And then... yes, that makes sense. Adventures with Beth. Yeah, whenever we have more than one channel, my recommendation is always to feature your second channel or either one on each other's front page, if that makes any sense. You can see an example of that on the Tuber Chat front page. If you look at it at the bottom of the page, you'll find our music channel. And on the music channel, of course, at the bottom, you find Tuber Chat as well. You'll be surprised how many people will be willing to follow you on more than one channel when they know you have more than one. And then tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. Good to see you in the house. So Henry Leslie, Vermont, let's have a look at your shorts videos for a quick second here. 4,500, 6,400 views and beyond. And then a couple of live streams, actually, from almost a year ago. We'll see if they're going to keep those going. I think it's Vermont Paint and Photo. I think that's the name of the channel I confused this with. So forgive me for that, Henry Leslie Vermont. I don't know why I was thinking that. Henry Leslie Vermont's been with us many, 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 many times. And Tales Told in the Dark. That's Cassie from Oracles and Beyond, another creator with a couple of channels. And thank you, Life in the Piedmont Homestead. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. If I pronounce anybody's channel name incorrectly, just please let me know the proper pronunciation, and I'll be happy to correct it as best I can. I always want to promote channels the way they're meant to be promoted. I know sometimes we have clever names for our channels that don't sound quite the way they look. Marketplace Boutique is in the house. That's our featured channel for today. And Cruise and Koozies is here. Thank you for coming in. The Bud Files is here. And I thought I saw one more channel I'm going to miss. Jan Hines is in the house as well. She's another longtime friend. So Watch Us Decorate. Forgive me, I didn't say anything yet. Thank you, by the way, for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Like I always say, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. That was enough to knock the entire stream boss out in one shot. That's the video game life meter under my camera right there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock them out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. So you'll see that will be Watch Us Decorate, but just because that was such a substantial contribution, I will put your channel up on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly like we usually do. Lucky Nomad Slots is there. As well, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Charlene Heel is in the house. She's been a friend of about 3 years, and Scratch Master is here almost every stream as well. Now, Watch Us Decorate is up with over 2,600 subscribers. You can see the impressive work they're doing on their channel as soon as you see the first few thumbnails. But let's get into their videos for a second. You get an idea of the delicious desserts and things that they're making here. It's not all cakes. They've got some candy-covered chocolate and chocolate-covered fruit and candy-covered fruit and things like that as well. But lots and lots and lots of sweet treats. But, you know, I enjoy baking and cooking TV shows as much as anybody, and I think the work on this channel is just as impressive as some of the things that we've seen. So obviously a professional behind this channel. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've done a couple of live streams as well, so hopefully I'll catch you for another one of those. I've got the notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. Becoming Vermont, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. A lot of channels from Vermont today we're thinking about. And then, yeah, the Red Green Show is a Canadian show. Ben Sign Games, I don't know if he's mentioning that just because he happens to know that this channel, I happen to be Canadian, right? We're coming to you from Canada. But the Red Green Show is something I don't even know if I ever watched a full episode, actually. But it's a world-famous, popular comedy from Canada. And then, yeah, Marketplace Boutique. Look at the work here. I was taken away with this channel right away. I keep saying this a lot of the time that I talk about them. I'm always impressed by artistic talent of any kind, especially when it's things I cannot do. So I'm creative. Technically, I can do, you know, whatever there is to be done with a computer within reason. But when it comes to artistic talent and coming up with beautiful ideas like these, this is far beyond my pay grade, let's just say. So I'm always happy to see things like this, and very, very much impressed. But also, Watch Us Decorate, the second they started coming into Tuber Chat many months ago, they're here frequently and out supporting other creators as well. So thank you again, Watch Us Decorate, for another heavy-hitting Super Chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. No Fear, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now. Could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I'm just going to get a couple of names onto the wheel here. We'll get Yarn Barf on there with Ace Flaw 1. Ben Sign Games will get on there, and Home Bartending with John. And then I'll spin. We'll see who's coming up next. We'll go on break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back. I'll put Scratch and Pete PA on the wheel right away. And then we will continue. I'll try to move it a little bit faster. I know I've been talking a lot for the beginning of today, but I promise you I really do miss being on when we're not on. We've been doing streams almost every other day. Next week I might have to mix things up quite a bit, so we'll be here Saturday for sure, and I'm considering what to do after that, but the streams are always posted in advance now. So let's go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Home Bartending with John, Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Thanks for coming in. Alright, we are back and looking at a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. This is Home Bartending with John. I talked about him for a second at the beginning of the stream. He happens to be a silver member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, like we just saw a moment ago. So Home Bartending with John, I say, is a one-of-a-kind channel. What this creator seeks to do is teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails, many of the world's most popular cocktails, from the comfort of our own home. We don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John's got here, but he does show us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished, as well as the tools we're going to need, pardon me, behind the bar to make some of our favorite cocktails. He takes requests. He's already done at least a couple for me, and he often gives us different variations and recipes. So when he teaches us how to make a drink, he might teach us 3 different ways, usually with a traditional recipe and then something based on pop culture like movies, music, or television. Rock Chick Beauty, thank you, by the way, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. She has done that a million times, and I am going to put you on the wheel because of that super chat right now, like always, so thank you again. And then Home Bartending with John as well does a lot of product reviews on his channel, so he's got a brand new one here. I'm just going to take a quick second to show everybody something. First of all, I'm going to put his video into my catch-up list. That's so that I can get caught up with him or stay caught up with him. He's back to producing content regularly now. I was asked earlier today about the idea of Reddit, right? So for anybody that's either had me come into your premieres or live streams, or for anybody that, you know, we've joined together and you've seen me supporting somebody in their premiere or live stream, you'll often see that the first thing I say is that I've given a thumbs up always, and I share on Reddit. So I'll give John a thumbs up for this video right now, but I'll show you why I use Reddit. Now, it's like any other social network. You've got to make an account and sign in, and there might be a limitation on how much you can post for a little while. I think it's actually a few days, but I could be mistaken. I've been on Reddit for a long time. But the reason why I use Reddit is for 2 purposes. Number 1, Reddit is a very evil social network when it comes to trolling. So if you post something somewhere that somebody doesn't want to see it, they will hit you hard. And for anybody that's seen any trolling here on YouTube, I promise you it is much worse over there. I put a hotel review in a special group which are called subreddits over there for my province of Ontario, and people were slamming, "You're free advertising, get this video out of here, you don't know what you're doing," and blah blah blah. So what I did was make a special place for us and basically anybody that wants to post any kind of YouTube content at all. So we have a subreddit called Tuber Chat, and anybody can post anything there, and you know, you're not going to get trolled over there because it's welcome. The other reason is because it's super fast. It's fast like Twitter. So you'll see what happens here. All I have to do is share. I'm going to use Reddit because mine comes up. Yours will look a little bit different than mine based on the social networks you use, but I'm on Reddit, X, and Facebook all the time. Once I click Reddit, all I have to do is choose a community. Now, I'll search for it here, and I'll get to Tuber Chat. That's all you have to do is type it in. It's going to just take a second to populate. It's usually much faster than the way it's working now. But what happens is I'll click this flare button. This is not essential, but you can use it to just let us know whether you're sharing a community post, a milestone, a channel, a video, a live stream. And I've got a couple extras there for Tuber Chat and our music channel. So John's got a video. All I have to do is click, hit apply, post, and it's done. When I go back to the Tuber Chat subreddit here, it looks a lot like a Facebook group, let's just say. And by the way, we have one of those as well. You can share your videos over there if you'd like to. But here you see this list of all kinds of stuff, whether they're videos, live streams, or anything else. And now we've got well over 400 people in there, but it's just lightning fast. I know my tutorial here is quite lengthy and long-winded, but you get the idea of how quick and easy it is to share once you're logged in. That's why I use it all the time. And for the safety of, like I said, being able to post any kind of videos there that you want, and everybody in there knows that that's what it's for. So often I've heard that people have actually had traffic come in from Reddit, because it also works in the way that a lot of the social networks do, where you post something and for a little while it shows up in people's search results, even if they're not already connected to you or our subreddit. And that can be really helpful, especially for gamers. So if you wanted to go back and watch what on earth I was just talking about, it is right after the first break of episode 675 of Tuber Chat. Be amazing, Sylvia. Good to see you in the house, and thank you for coming, Vermont. So home bartending with John as well brings us series. I keep saying series. I got to find a way to describe these videos, but he's got videos that include, first of all, comparisons between different liquors and liqueurs on top of the product reviews that he does. But he also shows us how to make several of a certain type of cocktail at the same time. He might do low-calorie cocktails in a collection, or he might do non-alcoholic mocktails, as they're lovingly known as well. But like I said, he also takes requests, so I hope everybody will connect with him, and then you can be a part of the channel in that way as well. Be amazing, Sylvia. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I mentioned playlists again, so if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So another channel that we're going to look at right now is brand new. Lucky Nomad Slots is here for the first time, or on the screen for the first time. So what I'm going to do, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, is take your latest video from a couple days ago. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Just Jason, Keto, and more. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Scratch and Pete PA. You already heard me refer to this creator as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. We're going to talk about their content in a second. Just Jason, Keto, and more. I always feel terrible. Just Jason, Keto, and more has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat. He supports all of my channels, by the way, and has spent an abundant amount of time this year supporting me, particularly even outside of Tuber Chat. But Just Jason, Keto, and more is going to go live in about 45 minutes from now. He goes live at 7:30 Eastern every single week. Be amazing, Sylvia. Forgive me, I did say hello earlier. You might have been out for a second, but I did see you right before we started the stream today, or right at the beginning. But thank you for being here. Be amazing, Sylvia has been a friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat. The J. Jordan, good to see you in the house as well. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I know I miss a lot in the chat as well. If anybody has mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Home Bartending with John is the name of that channel. John, if you're still in the house, just if you can be active in the chat, and then Yarnbarf will copy your name out. So it's Home Bartending with John, and that just basically means bartending at home in the comfort of our own home. So Scratch and Pete PA as well is up on the screen right now, and this is a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's been here since almost the beginning of Tuber Chat. He found us within our first 30 episodes or so, and pardon me, Scratch and Pete PA brings an interesting twist into lottery ticket scratching. He pits two tickets against each other and offers us the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Pardon me. Promise you, my voice was fine until 10 minutes before we started today. Scratch and PPA as well has had presentation at the forefront of his mind ever since his very first production over 3.5 years ago. You can see that his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the content in his thumbnails, which also give us a hint about the giveaways that happen during his video series. And then his banners updated every single week, if you can believe that. We all know how much work that must take. Simply Vigo, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And our Georgia Suburban Homestead is also in the house. The Incredible Bulk, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Scratch and PPA as well has expanded the content on his channel. I'll get into some newer types of content that this creator's been putting out this year in a second. But I just wanted to remind everybody, he premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. He has now over 3 years of perfect consistency. If you can catch us for one of these premieres, you are going to find one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener or Stock Explorer or a few others. And it is very fast paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. And when I talk about the expansion and content on his channel, he took a vacation a few months ago to Italy and brought us his first ever live stream. So I know a lot of people were very excited to have live stream from Scratch and PPA. Hopefully we see more in the near future. As well, he brought us a lot of shorts videos. These are like vlogging style shorts where he shows us different areas that he visited while he was in Italy. But he also brought us a lot of Italian lottery tickets as well, which we otherwise might not have seen. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA. I describe him as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. If you can believe somebody out there would be willing to support you 600 times and beyond for hours every single time. That kind of generosity is out there. We're starting to hear more stories like this, especially as time goes on. Tuber Chat's been here for 3.5 years now, and it was actually inspired by the generosity that I saw in creators willing to support each other while I was still getting my start in YouTube, actually. And Butler Family Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It was interesting. I watched that video that you posted, Jerry, about how our stomachs are a lot more important to us than we think that they are. I've got some serious weight loss that I gotta think about dealing with, but general overall health, and not to mention being careful, right? For a lot of creators, I make this joke all the time, but I might be older than you think I am. And I consider that now. Some of you know I do a bit of outdoor work when the weather is good. I happen to be in Canada, so that's most of the year, but not always. And as I get a little bit older, the consideration comes, hey, maybe you better take it a little bit easier, not from being tired or unable, but from making sure that the future is bright and we can be optimistic about it. But it was interesting to hear what you had to say, Jerry, about that. And you're absolutely right. You know, once in a while, we need somebody just to point something out. I talk about this with Just Jason Keto on Moore's channel as well. He talks about healthy eating, healthy living, and the idea that you never know who's going to strike the right chord, even though we've heard the same things from people over a lifetime, trying to inspire us, trying to motivate us, you know, wishing only the best. And a lot of times, you know, we can hear things over and over and over again until somebody puts it in a certain way that kind of brings light to the idea behind it, if that makes sense. Kevin Barnes Worship, good to see you in the house. That's a fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family, and Handicapped Traveler, it's good to see you here. Yarn Barf is a long time friend, as a matter of fact, and it's an interesting name for a channel, but if you read the About page, I think they might still have, do they still have what Yarn Barf is? They might have changed up their about page here, but Yarn Barf is actually a thing. And when you get to their channel, you're going to get an understanding of that. Now, I'm way behind with them, but what I'm going to do is grab one of their latest videos here from last week. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about. Playlists can be a great tool for keeping caught up with creators or getting caught up. So I've got that ready to watch. And then as well, we see that this creator gets into a lot of shorts with more variety, like what we were talking about earlier. Lots of creators bring variety into their shorts, regardless of their niche. We go back to the videos, we'll see a lot of crafting in between the crochet, a little bit of a chance to get to know Yarn Barf. They've actually been on YouTube for, oh my dear goodness, did they say it was 15 years or something like that? I'm looking on the About page to see if it's still there. I forget how long it's been. They've been on YouTube a long, long time. And then as well, live streams they've done up to almost a year ago. So hopefully they'll do some more. We've got notification bells on for every single channel in the spirit of hopefully catching them as often as we can. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. Of course, they've done that kind of thing countless times, but I've got them on the wheel right away for that reason. As well, we just had the Incredible Bulk grab a membership as well, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support as well. And then AceFlaw1 is going to come up on the screen right now. Lucky Nomad Slots, thanks for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. These kind of things, of course, are unnecessary but appreciated when they happen. I try to make sure everything is open to everyone on Tuber Chat, so you do not have to super chat, you do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel of the screen. It is run with a robot in the background that helps me keep track of how active everybody has been in the chat, and that means actively engaged in conversation. P&J's Homestead Adventures is still in the house. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming, and I got a good story for everybody when we get to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, and as well, all that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. Good to see you in the house. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. We're going to talk about AceFlaw1. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Wolves Den Outdoors, I'm not sure if I said hello. I know you've been here a little while. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. AceFlaw1 is Andy. This is a creator who also took off to Italy a couple of months ago. And this creator brought us another video. They post occasionally, but AceFlaw1 has actually been a friend of over 4 years. They're one of the first creators that I met while I was already on YouTube for a couple of years. I was introduced to a few what we call small YouTubers, but we all know what we mean, people in the beginning of their YouTube journey that had a group that were interested in supporting each other. And it was the first time I'd seen it. And I was so overwhelmed by the generosity, because never before in my life had I seen quite that much generosity between people saying, hey, come on, come do what we do. Come follow us. We'll introduce you to all our friends. We'll help you get started. And I couldn't believe it. So AceFlaw1 is still with us today. A few of those friends are still here, and I mention it whenever I can. So AceFlaw1 brings travel videos. Like I said, they post occasionally, and now working on 4,700 subscribers. This creator's also brought some shorts, which again bring more variety like we talk about, and then they've got 1,500 on one of these, which is great to see. So hopefully we'll see some more shorts from Andy as well. Live streams might be an idea for the future. They've done them before. I was lucky enough to be there for what might have been their first live stream. I can't remember for the life of me. It was many years ago. But as well, Rock Chick Beauty is going to come up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Just Jason Keto and more. Was I mistaken, by the way? Forgive me if you might have said something in the chat. I remember the other day I was confused over your start times because you were going to do a couple of different things. I think Just Jason Keto is going to be featured on another channel, but I also thought that one of the streams was set for 6:30. That might be tomorrow, but if you want to just clarify for me, because I mentioned to everybody you're going to be live at 7:30, and I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Now that I think about it again, they might have been meant to be 6:30 or tomorrow. He's usually on Thursdays at 7:30. Ghostly Wins from Australia. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And thank you, P and J's. Yes. Well, you know what I notice is funny? I'll just show you something. I haven't refreshed my chat since we started the stream. Right? Thank you, everybody, for the hearts, by the way, the live reactions there. But what happens is often your thumbs up gets stuck. And Design with Emma, good to see you in the house. I'm just going to refresh the page, and you'll see what happens here. I always put mine on pause just so I'm not hammering the internet too hard while I'm streaming here. But this is how I keep up with the chat. And then when I go and I look, now we're at 61. So thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. We're doing great today. And then we're also looking at Rock Chick Beauty on the screen. This is a creator that comes to us from the UK. She's been with us for about probably 3.5 years now. Time is moving. At the end of April, I'm going to have to start saying 4 years for Tuber Chat, right? So, Rock Chick Beauty's been with here almost from the beginning, and this creator reset and restarted their channel about 3 years ago as well. But the idea was, could you come back stronger and more solidly the second time around? And you'll hear from the way I describe this channel that she certainly has. When we look, first of all, at her sub count, she's working on 1,300 now. She is posting videos frequently, so at least once a week. I'm just going to take her latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. She's done a lot of haul videos, but this creator actually talks to us about all things alternative. She started with beauty, doing a lot of like get ready with me type videos, unboxings, haul videos, and now has gotten into product reviews and sponsored videos as well. And then when we look through her thumbnails, you see that this creator puts a lot of work into presentation on her channel. She often updates her banner and her avatar based on special occasions or holidays, but every different video gets a professional looking thumbnail, and these bright bold headshots make her recognizable. That will likely pay off very well in branding for her when somebody sees a video suggested from this creator after they've already enjoyed one. They will likely be inclined to click on it and visit this creator again. So as well, shorts on the channel bring more variety. 1,800, 2,800 on one of these, and then live streams are something that she's done frequently. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I don't know when you might have put that up. It says it was a day ago, so I don't know if that's actually yesterday or the day before. We know that the YouTube count is slightly off because they round a lot of things now and round a lot of numbers. I'm sorry I missed that. I've always got the notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And then Rock Chick Beauty also happens to be monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Let's spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. And then Ghostly Wins is in and out today, just playing some games. Ghostly Wins, my goodness, it took me days to get over that the other day, the condiments of content. I can't help but laugh when I say it to myself, my dear goodness, because you guys had me laughing the other day. And then, oh, and then thank you. Yes, Stuart the Fish Whisperer is watching and will be in a few minutes. So thank you. Yes, I know for anybody that's watching that can't get into the chat yet, it might seem like an extreme amount of time to have to wait out that 20 minutes, but there's a couple reasons why we do it. First of all, it really does help with trolling and spam, so we get almost none of that. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, right? Thank goodness for our moderators as well. They're all very experienced and talented, but as well, it helps give everybody an idea of what we're doing before coming in. And you can imagine that Tuber Chat is not for everybody. And when I look at the analytics, I should look again because I haven't looked in a while, but you might be surprised to know that half of the people who ever click on a Tuber Chat thumbnail don't actually stay for the 20 minutes to come into the chat, which is an interesting statistic, but it gives you an idea of the mentality behind the creators that decide to stay with us, especially for a long period of time. But you hear that in similarities when I talk about generosity specifically between creators. Oh, Be Amazing Sylvia. So I changed the wheel up a little bit because it just, you could see for a little while there, it was completely overwhelming. So I'd like to say it's an experiment. I'm probably going to leave it the way it is for another month. We'll see how it goes. And then maybe sometime around either next month or when episode 700 comes up, I'll decide if I'm going to change it again. But this gives me a lot more time to, first of all, not be stressed out over not having enough time for channels. But it got so overwhelming. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but this is a true story. For anybody that's been with us for a long period of time, Tuber Chat used to, in the early days, be only an hour, eventually went to an hour and a half. About a year later, got to 2.5 hours, and eventually went to 3 hours. But what happened is my voice can't take it. So that's why we take so many breaks during the stream, is just so that literally I can rest the voice for a few minutes. It's the number one reason why we do it. So the streams are 3 hours long now, and still, up until a couple months ago, I was finding myself not being able to get everybody on the wheel. We were going way over time again. And so it's not just about my voice personally, but also one of the things we have to consider when we're doing live streams is our moderators, right? They're volunteering their time. And, I pray that our moderators have as much fun in the chats as everybody else. I pray that they truly enjoy their time. Scratch and PPA has literally said those exact words. He enjoys his time here as well, which is fantastic because everybody knows how supportive he is. And I'm grateful. I have no choice but to look at the sky and shake my head and thank God every day for the generosity that comes through this place. And Scratch and PPA, of course, is a big part of that. But I have to consider what we can do. So I stopped sharing for a few months on all the social networks. I stopped posting the streams in advance for several months. I did everything I could to slow things down here because there was just too many channels coming through. And in any other case, nobody would want that. You want as many people as you can, but I didn't want people to be too frustrated about, expecting to be on the wheel and the screen. Now, here's the truth, right? I know I say this a lot of many times. Being on the screen does not help as much as everybody thinks it does. Now, to be transparent, it probably helps more than I think it does, but I am certain that it helps less than everybody thinks it does. When I put a channel on the screen like Ben Cyan Games, we hope that a few people will go over, especially after I describe how supportive this particular creator has been, or all the different creators behind the channels as I get to know them when I tell stories about their channels. Maybe a few people will go over there. But it's not going to be 10, it's not going to be 20, it's certainly not going to be 50 or 100, right? Being on the screen is the best idea I have for what to do for 3 hours while everybody's in the chat. The important part about what we're doing here is what happens in the chat. It's the friendships made between creators and the conversations that start those friendships. That's why I push it so much. That's why the channel is called Tuber Chat. Not Tuber Guy, not Tuber Kevin, or not, any other ridiculous thing I could have come up with. And I certainly don't want to make it sound like I'm any kind of an expert or authority or anything like that, but I've been in social media from the beginning. Right place, right time. In my late teens, I got into CompuServe and AOL, followed through to Friendster and MySpace, eventually Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok, and, all the other stuff. But the idea is the marketing and advertising and things like that I've also done that bring the psychology into the game to know that, hey, we could do something like this where everybody has a good time. And I know I'm nice enough and, hopefully not a terror to listen to for 3 straight hours every day. But the magic happens in the chat. So I know my speeches are very long again today, but I just want to hit that point home, right? So Derpy Playground and Handicap Traveler just dropped super chats. Thank you both for that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. I've put you both on the wheel right now for that reason. The video description, by the way, for all of our live streams has been updated so that everybody understands exactly how the wheel works. If I make any more changes, I will update it again. But I try to not change things. I try to put a lot of consideration into every decision, although I'm making it sound a lot more ridiculous than it actually is, or a big deal if you want to put it that way. But I really do consider what we're doing here and what I believe is best for everybody in the community before making a change, so I don't have to change it back, right? Because I know that could drive everybody bananas as well. Judgment Day, Mike Harper, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So Ben Cyan Games is up on the screen right now. He's got almost 4,200 subscribers. This creator is live every single day. They're literally doing the Everywhere Forever-a-thon, usually playing games, but Ben Cyan Games is often on screen. Very knowledgeable with all the tech that goes into live streaming. I believe it was him that introduced me to our newest chatbot, Botrix, by the way. But this creator is on constantly, so literally on day number 238 in a row. And a very supportive creator. He's here with us in Tuber Chat almost every stream as well. Hopefully everybody will connect with him, and you'll get some of that support coming back to you as well. He's got some shorts here that bring some variety into 3,000 and 4,000 views. One breakout short's over 500,000 views here. As you can see, that bar chart race. I used to love those things. I've seen many of them. I think about doing a couple for my personal channel just because they might be relevant. But we'll see. I haven't done it yet. Ben Cyan Games as well, live streaming, and you see a mix of video gameplay, and then occasionally he's there talking as well. But live all the time. So, as well, I notice I'm missing a couple things in the chat. The Incredible Bulk, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Be Amazing Sylvia, thank you again for another super chat. She's done that countless times before. You know, I certainly never want to solicit that kind of activity. It really is absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. We're putting super chatters on the screen right away, and membership gifters as well. Or, pardon me, onto the wheel right away. The wheel is random, of course, but everybody has the chance to be on the wheel and the screen. It goes by activity in the chat. Those who are most engaged in conversation in the chat will get onto the wheel faster, and then eventually the screen, and I have a chat bot in the background that keeps track of that. The Stock Explorer is here as a member and a moderator. Good to see you in the house, and all that fluff and stuff. Just gifted a membership. I know P&J's Homestead Adventure will be excited to have that, and I'll put all that fluff and stuff on the wheel right away for that reason. And thank you, Butler Family Farm. Yes, Jerry's trying to snipe the stream boss. So I can let you know exactly how that works as well. We're overdue for a break. We'll go on break in a quick second. Let me get Butler Family Farm onto the wheel, and then I'll spin. You notice there's a point count underneath the wheel. So out of 2,000 points, I have mine set. It's a feature from Streamlabs, of course. I have mine set to 1 American penny per point. So you can imagine that $20 worth of either memberships or super chats. Again, I don't want to solicit that stuff. It is unnecessary here. But that's what will knock the stream boss out. Now, the other thing, too, is everybody who is a member on this channel and any other channel where highlighted milestone messages are enabled has a highlighted milestone message available every month for free. And it knocks 499 points off of the stream boss. RR Vlogs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I know you were here earlier. I'm not sure if MLY Bird Farm is still here. And then Butler Family Farm, Cherry's doing it again, trying to take over that stream boss position. So you can count how much it's going to take to knock the stream boss off based on how many points are there. But the other thing too, I got to say very quickly now, is it doesn't always work perfectly. it is very possible for it to have a glitch and actually not register at all. And a couple of creators have tried that before to snipe the stream boss position and not get it. So Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts also dropped a super chat. I put them on the wheel. And we already spun, and I didn't catch who got it. Let me have a look. Ben Cyan Games. Did I spin, or maybe I didn't spin? I didn't spin yet. That's okay. And then thank you, Be Amazing Sylvia, especially for that highlighted milestone message. And look at that. See what I mean? So that took it. Totally not fair, but that's what happens with these glitches. So you see Be Amazing Sylvia's... oh, pardon me. Be Amazing Sylvia's highlighted milestone message, I think, registered in the system right before Butler Family Farm second super chat there. So Be Amazing Sylvia took that over. Handicap Travelers coming up next. I'll just get them ready right now. And again, what I'm talking about is that video game life meter under my camera there. That's the stream boss. So thank you everybody for a little battle there over the stream boss position. Let's go for 3.5 minutes. Handicap Travelers coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. All right, we're back, and we were about to look at Handicap Traveler. Let me just get that together. I think I've got our wheel ready to go. Design with Emma is there. We've got another brand new channel in the chat. And let me catch up with it again, so I grab the name properly here. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is in the house, so thank you for being here for the very first time. For anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So Handicap Traveler is another creator, or a couple of creators that have been coming in here frequently as well, and they give you a handicapped person's adventures of parks, zoos, museums, flea markets, and other fun stuff. That's reading from their About page, of course. When we get into their videos, we see that they post frequently. A little bit of indoor, a little bit of outdoor content. Even though they mentioned traveling, it reminds me of our homesteading friends, actually. And then when we get into shorts on the channel, we see that these have gotten into many hundreds of views, one of them over 1,300, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that they do frequently as well, giving us a chance to get to know them. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one. They just did one today. 1970s trivia. I might not have got many answers there. I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. But if it comes to music, I do not too badly, but for anything else, I'm not sure if I would have caught it. But those kind of trivia ideas can be fun. Lots of creators do that kind of thing in their live stream, so I'll look forward to hopefully catching you the next time. It might be another month from now. Looks like they go live about once a month. Pardon me just for 1 second here. I know another channel came through. Holly's Adventures is another longtime friend. Judgment Day, Mike Harper, not sure if I said hello yet. And then Drea Lachey has gifted a membership, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Design with Emma, we'll be happy to have that, I'm sure. They're here with us almost every day. And Drea Lachey, I'll get you onto the wheel right now for that reason. We're always putting super chatters and membership gifters onto the wheel right away. We've got quite a list today, which is great, but lots of time as well. We've still got almost 2 hours to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the wheel and the screen. Huga Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. They've been friends for well beyond 2 years. I've lost track of how long Huga Homestead has been a friend, but they actually go far above and beyond. MLY Bird Farm, there you are. Yes, I was happy to catch your premiere today. They've got quite an audience over there, actually. Design with Emma is in the house with, pardon me, they're working on 2,200 subscribers. So this creator is going to help us with the ideas behind interior design. But that can be in a few different places as well. So they talk about on their channel looking for a different perspective. They can help whether we live in an apartment or a house. They take us out too to find some of the things that they're going to include in their design ideas. They've got a premiere running right now, so we know that there'll be fresh content on the channel right after Tuber Chat. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. We know that they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then when we dig through their shorts videos, we see a lot of variety like we do with most creators. These have gotten into 21,000 and 32,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that they've done quite a bit already. It's been a couple of weeks. They might be due to do another one. We've got our notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and catching each other as often as we can as well. And forgive me, I have so Just Jason Keto and more. I keep digging through the chat. I know I keep asking you if you're going live or what the schedule is for this week. And then I haven't seen the answer. Forgive me if you answered already more than once as well. And I missed it. I'm just curious because Just Jason Keto and more is usually live like 15 minutes from now. I think he was mixing things up this week, actually. And then Stuart the Fish Worshipper, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've only been in the stream about 5 minutes already. They've been waiting for 20 minutes, but they've only been here about 5 or 10 minutes. But thank you for that. And I've got you on the wheel now. We always put super chatters on the wheel right away. Those kind of things, of course, are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And then I'll spin the wheel, and then Just Jason Keto, I promise I'm watching if you happen to be able to let us know, or if Scratch and Pete or anybody happen to catch if Just Jason Keto might have mentioned what the story is for today, because he usually does a live stream at 7:30 on Thursdays. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course, so that's the time it comes up for me. But I believe he had a different idea. Live tomorrow at 6:30, yeah. So thank you for that, Scratch and PPA. So he's doing something a little bit different, and I think he said he was going to be featured on another channel this week too. All that fluff and stuff is up on the screen right now from Australia in the Whit Sundays, which I wouldn't have otherwise been so familiar with if it wasn't for their channel and their friendship over 3 years now. I think All That Fluff and Stuff's been with us closer to 3.5 years, actually. 5,600 subscribers. This channel is just growing rapidly, and it's not a surprise, actually, because All That Fluff and Stuff, first of all, is very supportive, so they support a lot of channels wholeheartedly. They also engage conversation. They bring fun everywhere, including here in Tuber Chat, and they've been posting a lot of content as well. So this channel started by bringing us out on the water with things like mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and other water-based activities, but they've really expanded the content on the channel, especially over the last year, where they've brought a lot more produced videos. And then as well, we've caught them many times for live streams where they've even done some cooking. So they're back to live streaming as well. So they've been posting streams, yeah, pretty frequently, several times a month, more than once a week it looks like as well, which is great. Now I've got the notification bell on, so hopefully I'll catch you for another one. And then, yes, thank you. Oh, so I see, yes, Just Jason Keto and more. Forgive me, I don't know why I was so confused. And you should have mentioned that a while ago. Pardon me, I'm thinking two things at the same time here. When you mentioned it the other day, I should have remembered. Yes, Just Jason Keto and more is going to be live on another channel tomorrow, but simulcasting to his own. With that, likely with that, pardon me, StreamYard feature is what I'm thinking of. And then All That Fluff and Stuff as well. Let's look at your shorts here. And then let's have a look at what they've got going on with their shorts. Some of these have really started to move. All That Fluff and Stuff a long time ago gave us a hint, actually, about using shorts videos to promote our long-form content. And I got another story for you later today when we get to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch's channel. Because they've got they got a short that's moving today. And they reached out, for which I'm grateful. But I'll talk about that when it comes up. But now YouTube's actually given us tools to help us promote our long-form content with our shorts. They're encouraging it so much that when you post a short video, you can link to a long-form content video. You never want to clickbait, but if you've got something related, then you absolutely could do that. And All That Fluff and Stuff had some great foresight there. I actually took a page out of their book, and it served me fairly well also. So as you can see, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and willing to share knowledge about their YouTube journey, because you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond, and they've long surpassed that at 5,600. So you can see their shorts, 14,000, 16,000 on a couple of these. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Whenever you see us in the chats, whether it's here in Tuber Chat or outside, talking about Fluffy or talking to Fluffy, we're talking about All That Fluff and Stuff. Butler Family Farm is coming up. This is Jerry and Susan. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And yes, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, word up is right. Living Large with L crew, yes. And I thought I missed a channel coming in. The amazing M&G, good to see you in the house. And I'm always good. Hopefully you are too. And then our Georgia Suburban Homestead. Yeah, you're on the wheel. You're in the pole position on the wheel right now, actually. And then we'll see when that comes up. The wheel is always random, of course. Now, Butler Family Farm, I talk about often, and I might describe them as being part of the homesteading community here within Tuber Chat, because we had a couple of years ago a lot of homesteading channels start coming in. It was almost like an influx, because we see new homesteading channels at least every week, if not every stream, it seems, right? Ever since then. And Butler Family Farm's been with us a long time, but they actually come to us with 116 acres of farm, which somebody like me who's still learning might go as far as to say is far beyond the idea of typical homesteading. 116 acres is a lot of property to look after. But Jerry and Susan give us a great chance to get to know them. They've got a lot going on the farm. They've got bees coming next month already. I've been saying it for a while. They had them last year, and so we'll be likely looking forward to that. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, and chickens, as well as cats and dogs. They've got lots of stuff going on around the property, but as well... Where'd your video go? Is it already here? Yes. Oh, you've been posting videos every day. My dear goodness. They just posted a video this morning as well. And I put this video into my catch-up list. Where are you finding the time for this? It took me a month to get 2 videos together. And you guys are putting together videos daily. Because this is what I was watching, and I'm looking at it as if it's the last video that they put up. And there's been another one since then. I should have known that. So this this is what I was talking about earlier with Jerry. A bit of a health update there, but kind of informative, actually, in my opinion. When we get into shorts videos on this channel, we see that some of these have done really well. 5,000, 6,000 views. One of them still moving at 24,000. And then when we get into live streams, we see... that they're expecting to be live on the 5th, which is Monday. They're always live on Monday, right? And I've missed the last many. I'm hoping I can catch you again. Part of me, was it... yes, Monday. Yes, of course. And then I'm going to set the notification for that. So we always put notifications on for everything we see, whether they're... premieres or live streams, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel. Now, as well, Jerry and Susan are really going to go to great lengths to introduce us to other creators. They do a lot of StreamYard panels with other creators, like you can see that full grid right there, a few familiar faces there, but they also travel hundreds of miles sometimes to meet up with plenty of other creators. And then I've been thankful because they've brought us many live streams. So as I dig through their live stream thumbnails, you see so many familiar faces here in the Tuber Chat family, of course. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Butler Family Farm brings us a combination of indoor and outdoor content. They do a lot of collaborating with other creators and meetups, like I said. There's another collaboration right there. There's another meetup right there. And they could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be in the shop, they could be out on the farm, they could be in the kitchen, bringing us a lot of homesteading style content from their enormous farm, which I would wish, it's like almost on my bucket list. I wish I could come and actually visit one day. So I'm hoping maybe within the next year I can be able to break away and find the time to make a few trips, let's say south of the border. I haven't been to the States in a long time. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. I'm just spinning the wheel right now. We'll see who's coming up next. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a farm, I know you have to turn the... if you're on a farm. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get things done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. If you're on a farm, please give us that thumbs up. It really does help. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is going to come up in a quick second here. Now, I did say, I'm going to take the opportunity for a teaser here. I did say I've got an interesting story when it comes to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. And in my opinion, it could be important for anybody that is thinking about making some shorts or feels like they're not making enough, or struggles with ideas for where to come up with content for shorts. So we're going to talk about that. In another moment. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead has a second channel, so they've dropped a second thumbs up, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. And then, yeah, bring your gloves with you. I've always got tons of work gloves. And lots to do over there, I'm sure. So, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we'll go for 3.5 minutes, and we'll come back with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. All right, we're almost back. We're looking at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch in a second here. Now, I got an important story, or I feel like it's important, but I'm sure it will be somewhat informative. And we'll talk about that in a quick second. Just Jason Keto and More is running a premiere. He'll come back. He was usually streaming. He streams every week at 7:30 Eastern on Thursdays. And if ever he has to miss a stream, he drops a premiere. So I should have known. Yes, he's dropping a premiere right now. Tomorrow he'll be live. So a mix-up just for this week. And thank you, Lucky Nomad Slots. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. Casino Slot Couple still here. And Derpy Playground, thank you. I did actually watch today your video that had the duck race. So forgive me, because I don't know how many times Tuber Chats won, but I know you said the other day that it did, or this channel did, and I watched it. For those of you who haven't seen duck races, you'll see them on Derpy Playground's channel. It's just one of the things that they do over there. It's a lot of fun. It's part of the channel shout-outs that they do. So I'm always happy to see creators shouting each other out and supporting each other in that way. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is Susan, and that's the creator you see in all the thumbnails here. She comes to us from the homesteading community of channel. She brings us a mix of indoor and outdoor content, helps us save some money. She inspires us in a spiritual way, and talks to us about a lot of things that we would expect from a homesteading type of channel. So she's got another product review coming up. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, or she just put that out an hour ago. So I'll look forward to watching that. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch reached out today. Let's look at their shorts right away, and we'll see what's going on here. Now, sometimes you look at shorts videos, and even when you click the popular tab, or if you see me do it when we're here in Tuber Chat, you might find that the numbers are a little bit out of order, and you might be perplexed and say, like, why on earth is that happening? YouTube should be better than that. It's not that. It's because a shorts video is moving right now. So it hasn't hit the #1 position yet. It probably will in a day or two. So for them, I believe it's going to be the last shorts video that they put out. So let's have a look. We'll see right away. It's this one, second last one. They just put another one out. So they got many with hundreds of views, but this one here has 2,400 views already, and they just put that out, I believe, today or yesterday. And Susan reached out. So I'm grateful for that. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And I always appreciate hearing anything at all that anybody has to say, whether it's positive or negative, things that you want to discuss or things that you notice, whether it's here in Tuber Chat or outside. Because anything that can help everybody is kind of what we're looking for here, right? You know that there's a community of generous creators that can use any knowledge at all, let's just say, if we want to pass that on with each other. So the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, if I understand right, has taken a short video out of a long form piece of content. So this is what I wanted to talk about. First of all, we're happy for the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, who's an incredibly supportive creator here in Tuber Chat and has been for a long time. We're happy to have them see a nice burst of success with something like that, because they've had a lot of shorts here, and if I click the popular tab, you see that they've had a few that have been in the 700 and 800 position for a while. It's nice to know that the next time that we look at this channel here, we know that that shorts video is going to go right to the front. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But what I wanted to talk about was the idea of shorts and how we might be wondering to ourselves, well, what am I going to post? Right? Because even if you've heard me talk about shorts before, I've only done about 50 or 60 of them now on my personal channel. And I have done it in almost the laziest way that a person can do it, pointing a camera at something that somebody else is doing and just putting it up and praying and hoping, right? Theme parks, filming roller coasters and fireworks and things, and none of it ever moves the way I think that it should. Now, I am lucky enough to have had a couple get into a couple thousand views, but not any like real breakout success considering how much content I've put out. But that's only my opinion, not to say I'm right or wrong. Shorts have a winning the lottery aspect to them. So when we put them out, there's a very good chance we're going to get hundreds of views or even thousands of views right away. Some creators are lucky enough to get tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of views at some point. I believe production value can help, but that's just an opinion. But what I wanted to talk about was, where are we going to find content to put into shorts videos? So one of the things we can do is go over our older content and start chopping out informative pieces. I've experimented with a little bit of this. You can do time-lapse videos. You can put an informative piece of a video together, or let's say, for instance, just as an example coming off the top of my head, if you were going to do a product review, right? And during that product review, you're doing the unboxing, a setup or installation if you have to, a review of the product, some of the features. But what might serve you very well is to take very simple, small features and put them into shorts videos that then link back to the long form content. An example is, many months ago, I did a review of a television, just a small 24-inch Roku TV, which I love. I love those things. And then a week later, I dropped it on the floor and smashed it. But while I did the review, the idea was, how do we get YouTube onto the Roku TV? Because it doesn't necessarily come installed depending on which one you have. So I just did a short, how to install YouTube, right? Or whatever. And these are just ideas. So not necessarily a good idea, just saying it is an idea. But there are now AI systems coming out. Let's go look at something right now for a quick second here. I haven't played with this yet, but Opus Clip at opus.pro is a website, and what you can do is put your video link here, I believe, for a YouTube video, and it's going to pop up a bunch of potential shorts for you. Actually, here, let's interfere with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch's channel. Let's go to one of their most popular videos here. So let's take this, let's take a 7-minute video. Let's just see what happens. I haven't used this yet. I think I tried it once just to see what would happen. You have to sign in and make an account and all this. And then let's see if it's going to do anything or if it's just going to interfere. And forgive me for wasting time if it's not going to work. I forget whether I have an account with this or not because I sign up for everything. And then what happens is this system, Opus, is going to clip our long form content into shorts videos, and it's going to give us the titles and the descriptions that we need. So this is just an idea. And if I'm going to waste time, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, okay. Forgive me. That was a waste of time trying to show it. But what it talks about, like I said, is chopping up your long form content automatically. And it gives you potentially shorts. Now, you don't have to use an AI system for that. Let me type it in the chat. Opus.pro. You don't have to use AI systems or other tools to do this. You can just go over your own long-form content, especially if you have backed up or saved all of your old footage. You know, I've been in computers my whole life, so I have like an abundant amount of hard drives and everything. I never delete anything. I back up everything twice, you know, and I'm lucky to have that because I got a drawer full of hard drives that have literally, you know, been a lifetime worth of data. So lots of space. I know not everybody has that, but if you're able to save your project files, if you're editing on a computer and you're able to just reopen them again 2 years later, you know, and say like, hey, let me go see if there's something in here. One of the things I experimented with that did not do fantastically, but just as an idea, I filmed some fireworks displays and then chopped them into 5 or 6 different shorts videos and posted them on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. So not with any great success, but that's how easy it can be. I've got another set ready to go actually, but you can go back over any of your older content, and if you've got something that is a minute or less, why not try chopping it out into a shorts video? And otherwise, maybe even bloopers, right? Some of us, if you're filming, you might make mistakes and chop those things out. I've done it a million times and never used them. but these are ideas. And then, yes, you can download your own video. So that is a great idea. Let me see if I can show everybody how to do that without getting myself into too much trouble here. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts is coming up in a quick second. I'll go over to Thrive Together for a second. This is our copyright-free music channel for anybody who hasn't already seen it. And all the same music you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music here. You see Tuber Chat at the bottom, right? So if I go into the channel, into the YouTube studio, and I go into the content, this is how easy it is to back up your content if you haven't already. You just click the 3 dots. Of course, you got to be on a computer for this, and just click download. And you can see that right away it's going to drop into a MP4 for me. Now, the only thing you got to know is that these are only going to download in 720p. So if you have made a video that's in 1080 or 4K or beyond, you just have to know that that way of doing it, which is the fastest, only drops it down in 720p. That might be okay depending on what you plan to do with it. And there's ways to almost fake 4K out of videos that are at a smaller resolution, if that makes sense. But that's a quick way to back up your videos, or to bring them out so that you can reuse them if you wanted to. So these are just ideas. And then, yes, thank you, our Georgia Suburban Homestead. And then Becoming Vermont, thank you. I know that when I'm talking about stuff here in Tuber Chat, my descriptions are very clunky. Sometimes we waste a moment like that when we're looking at something that's not quite going to work. Just Jason Keto and more let us know that Opus is free to try. So I sign up for everything. It's not recommended to just plaster your email address all over YouTube in this, or all over the internet. But what you can do, what a lot of people do, is either use aliases if you want to look up how to do that, if you use something like Outlook or Gmail or anything like that. Otherwise, what I often do, or could see people doing, is making an email address just to sign up for stuff that you want to try, but you don't want everybody in the world having your email address to get on every spam list and get your passwords hacked and everything else. So you could just make a throwaway email on Gmail, Outlook, or anywhere else, and then use that to sign up for stuff. Try it, and then if you like it, sign up properly, right? If you wanted to, you could. So these are just ideas. But Opus is going to give you at least inspiration, if not just chop the shorts right out for you. Gaming channels could do very well with that, because in a game like my favorite, which is Grand Theft Auto, you know, that you're fighting people and shooting weapons at each other and everything like that. Every time you die, it's a amusing moment in a video game. You could chop those out into shorts, and we've heard from gaming channels that they've had success that way. James Geitgeip is in the house. Good to see you here. He's another friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat as well. He helps channels grow. Also, he does another growth stream. Many of you already know James Geitgeip, but he's been a friend a long time. So forgive my long speech again. Let's get into Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts. Now, this is another channel I'm still getting to know. They've just been here a couple of times on the screen. They say they make a wide variety of homemade crafts and creations. And what I'm going to do is dig through their videos right now. I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this in a special playlist I have called Catch Up, which gives me an opportunity to keep caught up with creators. And playlists can be a great tool for that, of course. Shorts as well on this channel have gotten into well over 1,000 views. One of them at 10,000, which is great to see. And a mix of indoor and outdoor content there, a lot of variety. When we dig through their videos, we get an idea of some of the creations we're going to find on the channel. But I look forward to getting to know the channel a little bit better. So I'm going to try to move it a little bit faster now through channels. We still got well over an hour to go if everybody would like to stay that long, and I'll run a music stream right after for an hour if everybody wants to extend the time. I mentioned and showed you for a quick second our copyright-free music channel. We often do live streams over there, usually just for an hour after Tuber Chat, so that we can continue connecting the way we are here. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is coming up right now. This creator has started a second channel. We'll look at that in a moment, but what they're going to bring us, obviously, is another homesteading channel, where they bring us a mix of indoor and mostly outdoor content on this particular channel. I see they've got some pepper seeds, so they're going to bring us on a journey growing those, I believe. And let's look at their shorts and see what they've got going on our Georgia Suburban Homestead. They bring a lot more outdoor content than some of our homesteading friends who usually have a 50-50 mix. So this is just an example of some of what they do. What they want to do is inspire us to grow our own food. They talk about that on their channel, especially in a residential neighborhood. We don't have to have 116 acres worth of farmland to grow our own food. As a matter of fact, our friends here in the Tuber Chat family have inspired Kristen, my girlfriend. Some of you know her already. She hasn't been able to be in lately, but what she has a garden, which I got her for a Christmas gift she wanted, right? Which is one of those things that's an indoor garden to get started with, let's say, herbs or spices, I believe. Or I should say herbs, but she is growing, I forget what she's got there. Thyme for sure, basil for sure. And for the life of me, I forget what else was there, because I saw them sprouting the other day, and they've done very well. But lots of us have seen those indoor gardens. It's a little, looks like a big box, and it's got a grow light that's built in that sits above it, and you just put the little planters in the things, and then I guess when they get big enough, you can take them out, put them in pots and stuff like that. But we've been inspired by our friends, because I say we, but it's really her, but because we went and visited Hope Bus, which is a channel that lots of you know from several years ago. They come in occasionally now, but they live only 20 minutes away from us, 30 minutes away from us, so we visit them a couple of times. I've got a video on my channel where I went through their Hope Bus and gave a tour. What they're doing is a conversion of a bus into an RV. But they inspired us by literally taking a tomato plant and a basil plant, putting it in our hands, and said, here, we're not just going to tell you to do it, now you got to do it. And Kristen did well with those. I think she said she was taking about 10 leaves a week off of that basil plant. And if I understood right, and tomatoes did well also, little cherry tomatoes, right? Our Georgia Suburban Homestead as well has done plenty of live streaming. Hopefully I'll catch you again. It's been a month, but I know they're working on another channel as well, so I'm going to show that to you right now. They talk about near-death experiences. So I Died NDE is their second channel. You'll recognize the creator right away. They've already started posting content over there, and I'll see if I can get the channel to come up hopefully easily. Yes, when I use my filters and let YouTube know I'm looking for a channel, you can do that on a phone or a computer. It comes up right away. 50 subscribers already, so halfway to the first 100. Legends of Speed 775, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, I appreciate every moment that everybody can spend, even if you're here just for a quick moment or to give a thumbs up. And yeah, it must have been a while, but thank you for that. Legends of Speed 775. And then yeah, hopefully we'll see you again shortly, but thank you for that. And then, forgive me, everybody, because I know I miss a lot that goes on in the chat as well. I Died NDE talks about near-death experience. This creator wants to hear stories from other creators, but has already started posting content. So they've done a live stream already, posted a few videos and a shorts already. And hopefully that will continue. And they'll be live at 9 o'clock. So they'll be live right after Tuber Chat. We're going to run a music stream, but I'm actually going to start it probably in half an hour before our ending. We just go for an hour. So I Died NDE will probably still be on after we're done with our music stream as well. But anybody can hop over anytime. Lots of people are watching many streams at a time, hopping in and out. Most of you know I do the same thing all the time. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And again, if I have missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Derpy Playground is up right now. These are the duck races I was talking about earlier. If you look at the thumbnails here, you can actually see Tuber Chat was included. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. This must be the one that I just watched today, and sure enough, there was a win within that. So this is a way of doing shout out videos. We've seen that many times from a few creators. They've got another one coming up on Saturday. Lots of familiar faces in there, but you'll likely be introduced to a lot of people as well, because Derpy Playground's community is growing. GTA 4, I didn't see that video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Time lapse, like I said earlier, Grand Theft Auto is my favorite game. I haven't been making time for gameplay at all. But I hope to. And then they've done really well with shorts also. Now, Derpy Playground brings a bit of variety, but they give you an idea of what to expect on the channel from their About page. They're a junior high student that loves creating a variety of content, including gaming, simulations, building, and sinking cardboard ships like the Titanic. But they bring more variety into their shorts as well. So they've gotten into 3,000, 4,000, even 8,000, and even 44,000. On one of these, which is great to see, with what I'm assuming is Thomas the Tank Engine looking pretty angry there. I know Thomas the Tank Engine very well because my son was at the perfect age to be watching that, and Christmas and birthday gifts would always include. There was a handful of trains. I forget all the names now. There's one named Gordon. There was some evil thing named Pinchy or something like that. And Thomas, of course. I might remember another name or two if I sit there and think about it. But it's interesting to see that you did so well with that shorts video. Drea Lachey is up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on her channel. 1,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,000 they're thinking of. They're actually at 1,950 or more. YouTube rounds the numbers, right? So they're more than halfway on the road. We always say you're on a road when you hit a 100 milestone, and since they're past 1,900, we know that they're on the road to 2,000. They have been for a while. They've just got another video from 2 weeks ago. I'm surprised I didn't already see this, because I think you've been here, and I believe we've looked at your channel, but I've got that in my catch-up list now. It looks like she's going to give us a description of exactly who Drea Lachey is, but she's been a long time friend here in Tuber Chat. She's got some shorts here that have done very well. Look at these. Wow, 7,000, 8,000, 11,000. And this is another one that's still moving, I'm sure, which is 59,000 views. Wow, which is great. Live streams on the channel. She's got one coming up actually later in the month, right after Valentine's Day. That's her monetization celebration. She's going to do one now and then catch another one after the 4,000 hours of watch time, but she's caught her 3,000 now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a live stream replay and put that in my catch-up list, and I'll just run that at some point. Now, Drea Lachey also has a second channel called Drea Hair Fitness. And I'll let you read the About page to understand what exactly they're talking about hair care here. But it's a specific story. And then when we get into fitness, we see that, especially in the live streams, they've done a lot. Shorts bring a lot of variety here. Got some cooking going on there as well. I've caught her many times for these live streams in the middle of fitness routines. She just comes back to the camera in between sets to keep up with everybody. But hopefully everybody will connect with Drea Lachey. She's been a longtime friend and another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours. Please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Incredible Bulk is a new channel in the Tuber Chat family, and let me see if I can make sure I've got the right one. So this is it right here. The Incredible Bulk, and we'll see what they've got going on. And thank you everybody for, by the way, for the super chats and membership gifts and things. We've had quite a list today, so that's kept the wheel going for a long time. I'm going to get some more names onto the wheel in our next break. We'll do that after this channel. We still got an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the wheel and the screen. And that's always based on how actively engaged everybody is in the chat. I got a robot that keeps track of that in the background. So the Incredible Bulk, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is dig through your videos here, and I'm going to take, let's say, this 7-minute one, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, pardon me, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead, forgive me, so they're going to go live on their original channel. So our Georgia Suburban Homestead is going to be live at 9 o'clock, another hour from now, 9 o'clock my time. Yeah, Botrix is a bot, along with Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Nightbot. We use 4 of them here. And then Nitin Patel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It'll be a little while, but if you can wait out that 20 minutes, we'll be happy to have you in the chat. Be Amazing Sylvia is coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Be Amazing Sylvia. All right, we're back and we're looking at Be Amazing Sylvia. This is a creator who's been a friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat. She's actually one of the 7 original members of the Drop the Link Day crew. These are a group of generous creators that help others grow with streams similar to what we do here in Tuber Chat. Now, it's not that there's a right way or a wrong way to connect. We just do what we've been doing for the last 3.5 years because we know it works every time without fail. And for even longer, as a matter of fact. So Be Amazing Sylvia, that's one of the things she does. She actually has a personal channel here that brings pure variety, but you can see that this creator's doing really well at over 12,000 subscribers. And I always say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. And they've long blown through that milestone and far beyond, of course. I'm just going to get a couple of names onto the wheel. I'll get ready to talk about the rest of Be Amazing Sylvia's content in a moment. So Becoming Vermont is on the wheel. Marketplace Boutique has been added. Did we look at Marketplace Boutique today? Yes, we did. Pardon me. Rushing Wind Mountain we have not seen today. P&J's Homestead Adventure, of course, and Oliver's Lifestyle Jamaica is coming up on the wheel as well. Now, the wheel is always based on how active everybody has been engaged in conversation, if that makes sense. The more you're conversating with other creators, the faster you get the opportunity to be on the wheel or the screen. We always get to as many channels as we can during a 3-hour period. We've still got almost an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. That's another longtime friend as well. Good to see you here. He's been making frequent appearances again. And then what we're looking at right now, Be Amazing Sylvia, like I said, has pure variety on her channel. So she could be indoors, she could be outdoors, she could be doing unboxings, product reviews, tributes, she could be taking us out on adventures or giving us a chance to get to know her. She does a lot of live streams as well, and this is where you get the opportunity to connect with other creators. You will always be welcome to meet new friends and family members when you're in a live stream on Be Amazing Sylvia's channel. But she also does this shorts series for the purpose of helping creators connect. So she goes live frequently. As you can see, I just set a bunch of notifications. Monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's got some real magic going on her channel, though, because when we look at the shorts and we click the popular tab, you're going to see some amazing results here. She's gotten 250,000 views on a couple of these shorts. One of them over 677,000 and one at 750,000 views. So she really hooked into a great formula that has served her well and worked well for her. But this has led to an incredible growth spurt for the channel. Now, she actually has a second channel called Sylvia's Daily Positivity. She started this with her daughter. They did a bit of content together. And then now Sylvia is posting daily shorts for the purpose of bringing us positive affirmations and inspiring us in somewhat of a spiritual way as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sylvia's Daily Positivity, working on 300 subscribers over here, but over 12,000 on her main channel. And like I said, she's been a friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat, which is 3.5 years ago. So next up is going to be P&J's Homestead Adventure. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. P&J's Homestead Adventure has got 424 subscribers right now. This is a channel that just came into the Tuber Chat family a couple of months ago, but they're here for every single stream. I see them out supporting supporting other creators like crazy, which always makes me happy. They bring us a lot of outdoor content here, some beautiful fall colors. I always notice that thumbnail when we're looking at their channel and scrolling through their videos, and I'm looking forward to catching more. They're posting fairly frequently. It looks like at least once a week, so hopefully that will continue. Posting one quality piece of content, really what I mean is a video, every single week is enough to make your channel grow organically. The things we're doing here just speed that process up. Casino Slot Couple, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again. We're here on Saturday, and then I'm unsure after that. I'm going to have to mix up my work week this week. Might be doing some outdoor work, if you can believe that, in February, which is impossible, but it might happen anyway. So I've got to wait to post our Tuber Chat live streams for a couple more days. I'll try to get them set by Saturday. P&J's Homestead Adventure has got some shorts here, and we see that these have gotten into 1,900 and 2,500 views. More variety with a lot of outdoor content here, more than anything else, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Becoming Vermont is another brand new channel for Tuber Chat today. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I'm just going to have a quick look at your about page here, giving an idea of what to expect on the channel. And what I'm going to do is dig through your content here. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take this 12-minute video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then P&J's Homestead Adventure put up a short today of their friends, so forgive me for missing that while your channel was up, but thank you for letting me know. When we look at shorts on this channel, we see they've actually done really well already, getting into 2,600 and 2,700 views. So I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel. We got a couple of friends from Vermont. Henry Leslie Vermont was up earlier, and then Becoming Vermont is here, and Vermont Paint and Photo is another channel with Bruce that I was thinking of earlier today. A longtime friend, of course. Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. And yes, thank you P&J's Homestead Adventure for having them up on the screen. So that's Coral. Am I pronouncing it right if I say Coral? I don't know everybody's first name on their channels, but occasionally we're able to learn them quickly. Over time, I enjoy getting to know creators behind channels as well. And again, I'm always on Instagram. I'm on Facebook a lot of the time, and Twitter occasionally as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. Pardon me, Rushing Wind Mountain is another longtime friend, and for the life of me, I can't remember how long they've been with us, but I think it's over 2 years now. So I could be wrong. Forgive me for that. They have come to us from the Pacific Northwest. They bring us a mix of wildlife and nature videos, beautiful views, beautiful scenery, and then pleasing audio to go along with it more than anything else. They're working on 1,900 subscribers, and if we dig through their shorts, we get a little bit more outdoor content, but if you dig through them long enough, you'll find some humorous moments with a lot of the wildlife as well. It's not a surprise that the wildlife videos are the ones that seem to be moving here. 5,600, 6,000, on a couple of these, which is great. And then live streams are an idea, possibly continuing. I was lucky enough to catch them for their first live stream just a few days ago. Izzy, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I know that Casino Slot Couple will likely be happy to have that. They were here earlier. I think they've gone for today, but they'll probably be happy to have that, as most people are. I've put Izzy on the wheel right away for that reason. I'll get some more names onto the wheel in another moment. Keep in mind, it's always names are added to the wheel based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream, and I got a robot in the background which is keeping track of that. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is a brand new channel here in Tuber Chat today as well. You'll notice after the changes from the beginning of January, we're starting to see a lot more new channels come into Tuber Chat and get the chance to be on the screen. I don't think there's been an episode of Tuber Chat in the last couple of years that hasn't had at least one brand new channel in the chat, which is great. But they don't always get onto the screen. Now we're starting to see a few more, right? Stuart the Fish Whisperer, the fly tying genius. There you go. Again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and since your single video here is quite short, I usually we always want to be looking for videos that are 3 minutes or longer. So I'm just gonna take a live stream replay. I'll take this 28-minute one. I'll put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your replay in full. I'll leave you a meaningful comment and a thumbs up, of course, and then I'll subscribe and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Thank you for coming back in. Just Jason Keto and More just dropped a premiere, so we know he's got a brand new video, and he's going to do a special live stream tomorrow. He'll be visiting somebody else on their channel and simulcasting onto his own. He is monetized now at the first level of monetization, getting his 3,000 hours of watch time, but he's still willing to swap playlists with creators in the hopes of getting to 4,000 soon enough. Izzy is up right now. They just gifted a membership. They've done things like that countless times already. And Izzy is here every day as well. I caught them earlier today. I'm just putting the handle in the chat because Izzy is an incredibly popular and short name. It can be tough to find their channel. Want to make sure everybody gets to it, so you can copy and paste that out or type it out if you need to. Again, it's Izzy Pops. And then let's talk about their content. They let us know on their About section that they're planning to bring us pure variety in a diverse way, actually. But they post frequently, so mostly they've been doing music and animation lately. I'm just going to take one of their videos here and put it into what would have been my catch-up list, if the catch-up list is still there. Oh, I'm on the wrong channel again, of course. Oh, my dear goodness. Oh, the Fish Whisperer. I gotta go back over a couple of channels now. Oh, because I logged out earlier. Oh, I don't even know how long that's been going on. Oh, my dear goodness. Izzy is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, of course. Like I said, they've been bringing us music and animation more often than anything else lately. We expect more variety on the channel. They got some shorts here that have done well. Look at this, 1,300, 1,600, one over 12,000, and then live streams are something that they've done frequently. I've been lucky to catch them for the last couple, and we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And pardon me while I go back to the Fish Whisperer. Make sure I get them. I'm just going to subscribe to the channel right away. I'll know to go back and get this video. I love when I make mistakes. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody here in Tuber Chat. Most of you have seen that. No, Izzy, no, I can't see your other account. Earlier, I did something where I was showing everybody the Thrive Together channel, our copyright-free music channel. And so, most of the accounts I have here are just placeholders, things I expected to do something with and haven't done much with. But I also have, obviously, Tuber Chat and the copyright-free music channel there. I usually do use different browsers as well, so many different accounts, some for other people, of course, but I was logged into the wrong account when I first was looking at your channel. That's why it came up as if it was not subscribed. So that's the mistake that I made, but that's okay. I'm gonna put some names onto the wheel right now. Again, if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. And then I'm gonna look through our chat and see what I can do about adding names to the wheel right this second. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat, stay active, and we'll get you on there right away. What I'll do right now is I'll just spin for fun. We'll put Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica on the screen right now. I'll get Judgment Day Mike Harper onto the wheel. I'm not sure if the Stock Explorer might still be here. Just Jason Keto and More was here just a second ago. There is Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. So if everybody doesn't mind, if you're still listening and you've been here for a while, just be active in the chat. Simply Vigo, I'll get you on there right now. I'm just doing almost a first come first serve basis here instead of refreshing all my windows. Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica is somebody who's been here. I think this is the second time we're putting their channel on the screen, if I'm right. So, I still got to learn about this channel, but what I'm going to do is take your second latest video here, how to make a scented candle at home, just because it's a couple minutes longer than the first video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up with that and get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by hanging out in premieres and live streams and watching videos. I get to know the content on the channels, and then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And anybody can reach out anytime. When we look at shorts on this channel, Oliver Lifestyle Jamaica, we see that they've gotten into 2,400, 2,600, 5,900 views. Lots of variety there. And then live streams are something that they just did yesterday. So we'll see if they're going to continue those. They were doing them up to a couple of months ago. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we'll see who's coming up next. Again, if I missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. And maybe what we'll do, we'll take another break right now. We might actually be early today. Just Jason Keto and More is coming up. This creator just dropped a brand new video, so they're I'm not sure if that's the one actually. I think it is. Yes, all the cheese, please. So, forced cheese chaffles. I'm just going to take that video, put it into my catch-up list. Just Jason Keto and More talks to us about healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's got lots of recipes on the channel. He's very much known for chaffles, actually, but he's got lots of other recipes as well. Simple, easy kinds of things to make that are healthy alternatives to some of the things we otherwise might choose. He will also help us make sense of the ingredients that we might find listed on products that are marketed to be keto friendly. Lots of product reviews on the channel also, and a little bit of expansion in content. He'll go to great lengths to bring us informative content from places like Keto Palooza. He often has guests on his channel in videos or live streams. As a matter of fact, so much that tomorrow he's going to be live on somebody else's channel, but simulcast it back here on his own as well. These creators will give their life experiences, their tips and tricks, their trials and tribulations to hopefully inspire and motivate us. Inspire and motivate us when it comes to the idea of a healthy lifestyle or healthy eating and healthy living when we think about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. When we think about shorts on this channel, we see that some of these have done really, really well. A lot of these healthy-looking grilling shorts have gotten into 4,000, 5,000, and beyond 6,000 views, and I've seen this one at 22,000 views, and it is as entertaining as it is informative. So here we go. So he's got a couple of live streams planned, one for tomorrow, one for a few days from now. Pardon me. My allergies are catching me tonight. And then Just Jason Keto and More typically goes live every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. When he is going to miss a day, he drops a premiere like today. So we'll look forward to this tomorrow. I've got the notification on. Pardon me. And we'll take a break in another second here. And there you go. Yes, Just Jason Keto and More will be on the other side of the interview tomorrow. So that'll be an interesting take as well. Thank you, Rushing When Mounted. Thank you for that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and More. Lots of guests, and his community is willing to help and inspire as well. When you get in there, when you have questions, comments, and participating in the chat, lots of people are willing to share their own life experiences and motivation and inspiration as well, especially when we're thinking about healthy eating and healthy living. He's changed his banner and his avatar many times, but changing lives one chaffle at a time is a bit of a play on the idea that he's been doing a lot of chaffle videos lately. They seem to be a very popular snack or meal, a part of a meal for the keto community, and have been for a long time, but they just seem to be monstrous in popularity right this second as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Simply Vigo. All right, we're back. Forgive me, I just needed an extra second there. I was firing up the music channel so it'll be ready to go when we need it. I loaded up the wheel, so Simply Vigo is there on the screen right now. I've got Judgment Day Mike Harper still ready to go. We got Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, Paralife TV, Scratchmaster and Kevin Barnes Worship, along with DJ's Adventures and Beyond. So we'll see how we're doing in a little while. We can stay up to another half hour if everybody would like to. And then we'll go over to the music channel. I'll fire it up a few minutes before we're going to finish here, so that we're going to go for an hour on the music channel, and we can extend the time that we're using here to connect with each other. If anybody hasn't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat, that's available on a separate channel that we have, and we stream over there sometimes. It's like a virtual nightclub going on. There's a video game to play. Everybody can participate in the chat, and you can keep connecting the same way that we do here. There'll likely be a few more people over there, and then there are link drops also. So Simply Vigo is up here right now. It's a fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family, bringing us a lot of delicious vegan ideas when it comes to meals and snacks. So I'm still learning about the channel, but I'm happy for a lot of the ideas we're going to get here. A plant-based lifestyle is an idea for their journey in the kitchen. You can see the delicious looking content that they've got here. Some of the shorts have done really well, getting into 2,500 and 2,700 views already. Simply Vigo's been here every day since finding Tuber Chat, and they've been with us for what I think is getting on a month now. Maybe it's just a few weeks. But they've been here for what I think is every stream, and I see them out supporting other creators as well. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I've run into them many times already. So hopefully everybody will connect with Simply Vigo, obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go onto the screen. Again, I mention it many times, but if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Kevin Barnes Worship is up on the screen right now, another fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family. Pardon me, I think we're just looking at their channel for the second or third time here on the screen. They've just been with us a couple weeks as well. 260 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. We can see this as a dynamic creator that wants to inspire us in a spiritual way. So I'll look at the shorts over here. They've just started with these, but they've got a couple into 300 and 500 views, so those will likely continue to grow as they post more and more. I know that goes without saying, but it's especially true of shorts. We're seeing a lot of creators. You can see the creators that I put on the screen here that have got 4 or 5 shorts to start out with, and then we see creators that have got, let's say, 30 or 40 or 50, and we start to see them really move, right? It's like momentum or something along those lines. One of the magical things about Tuber Chat, and the whole reason I'm here, even though I mention all the other social networks and things like that, and being in social media for my entire adult life, the reason that I landed on YouTube about almost 7 years ago is because I started to see that all of the work that we do here in YouTube helps the work we did yesterday and the work we're going to do tomorrow. Not to mention, we're able to have a community like this that wants to help each other, which I had not seen this kind of generosity anywhere else before. Kev5 Aqua, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and for anybody that's brand new today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Scratchmaster is up here right now, and one of the things that we noticed, and I would have never guessed when I started on YouTube about 6.5 years ago, lottery ticket scratching is a huge category and genre. We find incredibly generous creators in this community, And we've even seen creators be inspired to start channels or start adding lottery ticket scratching into their mix. So Scratch Master's here frequently. They've got some shorts, or one short anyway for now. We'll see if they're going to continue with those, and lots of live streams. So up until a couple weeks ago, we'll see if they're going to keep these up. They seem to be going every couple of weeks or so, and getting close to that 500 subscribers at 489 right now. So we'd love to push them a little bit closer towards that milestone also. The Stock Explorer is going to be added to the wheel right now. And Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is going to be the next channel that we look at. That's another friend of what I believe is about 3 years, same as the Stock Explorer. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More obviously does a lot of unboxing videos. Lately, she's been doing a lot of monthly subscription services. When I watched her latest video, I forget if it was this morning, I think I watched it, and it was that one that we were talking about from the other day. So this one, snack box from the Netherlands. These, I love the idea of these monthly subscriptions, even if the items are not something that I might purchase myself. Like there's jewelry ones, there's book ones, there's one for socks, there's ones for other types of food. There's like specific barbecue ones and music ones and things like that. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More really mixes these up. We've seen a lot of jewelry from her, but she really is considerate about finding different kind of boxes, different types of boxes, so that she has different content for her audience. Now she's working on 1,900 subscribers right now, but I think this one here, I counted looking at the screen, I think there was almost 15 things in this box. I'm just going to skip towards the end here because I watched this earlier today. It's all stuff I've not seen before. I don't think I've seen any of these things before, but look at this collection of snacks that she's got here. So I don't know how to count this quickly, but by looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 easy. It looks to me like almost 14 or 15. Forgive me for not giving you a thumbs up there. There it is. I probably ran. I was running. I was watching while I was running the catch-up list while I was working. That's why. But I did watch this, and some thumbs up there almost. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, like I said, I'm going to put that back in my catch-up list because I want to make sure I'm going to rerun that if the red line goes away there because of what I just did. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More brings a lot of other products as well. So like I said, she does a lot of jewelry. If we look through the shorts, she usually features some of the things that she finds in some of these subscription boxes. Now, not every video is of a subscription box. She could do individual things as well, but she's been at this a long time. I think Jesse Miller Unboxings and More has been a friend of about 3 years. She has spent an abundant amount of time this year supporting me personally, for which I'm grateful. And live streams are occasional, so it's been a couple of months. Hopefully she'll do another one soon. Actually, Jesse, I'll ask you for a favor too. If you are going to do a live stream, then if you don't mind just reaching out to me. I think we might be connected both on Instagram and Facebook, but either, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but either way, if you don't mind specifically letting me know if you have one coming up, just because I want to try to catch it if I can. Just returning the favor, because she really has been doing a lot to support me over the last year, and that kind of stuff really helps. We all know, you know, I'm sure everybody appreciates when people are going over and above to support them, but Jesse Miller Unboxings and More and Just Jason Keto, who's been in the chat outside of Tuber Chat, have been spending an abundant amount of time supporting. Also, Butler Family Farm's been here for enormous amounts of time here in Tuber Chat as well, and I know they're connected on the other channels as well, which I'm grateful for. So let's look at Judgment Day Mike Harper, by the way. This creator is here every day. This creator's got a couple of channels, actually. Now, they're at 387 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. I'm going to talk about their content in a quick second here. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get us into the algorithm and push things out a little bit farther. Even I have to be reminded, though, sometimes, as you see, to give that thumbs up, especially if I'm on a phone or if I'm running a playlist. Or trying to watch while I'm running it and things like that. Coffee walks and whatever. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Judgment Day Mike Harper. So this is a creator who pretty much gives us an opportunity to get to know them on their channel with videos, as well as they've got some shorts here. These bring a bit of variety, but they've gotten into 1,100 views. That one's still crawling along, actually. And then live streams as well are something that they're doing frequently. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I'm not sure if I've actually, it's been a long time, pardon me. It's been a while since I caught you live, a couple months. Yes, Deb and OJ, Coffee Walks and whatever. Thank you for that. Butler Family Farm. The Bud Files is here as well. That's another incredibly supportive family of creators. Let's look at the shorts here. We looked at the shorts, one at 1,100, and it's still getting views because I remember when that was at 1,000. Let's look at Michael Harper, the second channel for this creator, and see what they've got going on here. I got to use my filters to let YouTube know I'm looking for a channel. I'm already subscribed, so I'll be able to find it easily, but Michael Harper's an incredibly popular name. The channels that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most, so this is why we always search, find, and click on each other. Michael Harper might take a minute to find, but you can recognize that bright, vibrant avatar. And then, thank you, Kev5 Aqua is working on 100 songs in acoustic format. That's a lot of material, but it's great. For somebody like me, it would take well over 2 years to get that done. I barely am able to get out a video a week on most of the channels I try to work on. I'm always behind. But that's an ambitious goal, but I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with. 100 songs is great. Music is wonderful. I was in the music business for the earlier part of my adult life for like 25 years, and I wish I understood how evergreen music itself is. I just didn't know when I was younger. I started getting into like trying to make music, but had no talent in that way at the time, and it was too much of a learning curve for me. I was very busy. I was in radio and a DJ and this and that. So I never followed through with that, but now it's regret. I wish I had, because you see these artists, getting into like their 70s, still performing. And my goodness, if you just, it doesn't even have to be good. You can just make an album and sing the thing over and over for 40 and 50 years. I wouldn't sing, but I could play drums and a couple other things. But especially with a computer making music these days, if you could just get it out there. So it's an interesting idea, but 100 songs is great. The Stock Explorer is up here right now. There's another friend of over 3.5 years, I believe. This is Nora, and on their channel, they seek to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed, down-to-earth way, with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. They bring us video shorts and live streams, and this creator is here as a member and a moderator, and they are any day now going to have 2,000 subscribers. They are at 1970-ish. So we'd love to see them get to that exciting milestone. Well-deserved, of course. The Stock Explorer is incredibly supportive of other creators, not just hanging out with others. They do a lot of collaborating. They expand, they bring the opportunity for creators to expand their audience by hosting a lot of things like scratch battles lately. They've been doing a lot of lottery ticket scratching. So they've expanded the content on the channel, but they're collaborating with a lot of creators, which is great. Often have products in hand. Sometimes they've got Happy Meal and things like that as well. They've brought us some interesting drone footage as well. Sometimes there are charts and graphs to see. And often there's friendly conversation, so much so I've actually joined them on their channel as well for about 2 hours. We had a conversation about YouTube many months ago, and the Stock Explorer has got some shorts that bring more variety into their channel. So, like I said, they've often got product in hand, but this creator's done really well, getting into 2,600, 3,700 views on these. One of them over 8,800 views, and it's still moving, this Coke Freestyle machine, which is interesting to see. The Stock Explorer, of course, is monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm sorry I missed your live stream today. I don't know how on earth I missed that, because when I got ready for Tuber Chat, I think it said that you were live, like it was either 13 minutes ago or 39 minutes ago or something like that, and I was like, I was on the computer, why wouldn't I have seen it? But I'm not sure. I must have stepped away, or I must have just, been in other live streams at the time you went on. I was surprised. So the Stock Explorer goes live frequently, and not to mention they happen to be a hard worker, so they don't necessarily have a set schedule. They post their streams as soon as they know they're going to do them, but they've got lots of people that come on to their channel as well. Sometimes, like I said, it's supporters with friendly conversation, and then often lately it's these scratch ticket battles between creators. Now, Tropical Buzz is a second channel from this creator where they seek to educate us about plant life. So there's Nora again. And this is what I talk about as an idea. Often we have creators with more than one channel, and I don't want to recommend to anybody to start a second channel unless you're absolutely sure and have put a lot of thought into it. But if you already have a second channel, then what I recommend is featuring each of your channels on the front page of the other, so that people can find them easily, like what the Stock Explorer's done here. So we also look through their videos. We see the plant life they're going to educate us about. Some of it's already there. Some of it they're going to grow. They happen to be in Florida. And then they've got some shorts as well on this channel that have started to get into almost 700 views. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. That's Nora, the Stock Explorer with Tropical Buzz. And almost at 250 subscribers. They'll be on their way to 300 any minute now. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is a longtime friend also. I think Shane's been with us a couple years now. And this creator brings us a combination of a couple of different things. There's lots of fitness videos on the channel, as well as live streams, but there's a lot of do-it-yourself videos on this channel also, traditional DIY videos. And that's kind of the first couple things I saw from this creator. They're getting close to being officially on the road to 3,000 subscribers now, and it's not really much of a surprise because Shane's been incredibly supportive. This is a creator I feel like I remember describing as being incredibly supportive when they first started coming into Tuber Chat. Right away, seeing them out supporting others, and that continues today, and they've been making frequent appearances here lately as well again. So they post videos frequently. It looks like they're still on a consistent once-a-week idea, but they've also got some shorts here as well. Some of these have done really well. 13,000, 15,000 views on a couple of these. Like I said, there's lots of fitness here, but Paralife TV will give you a view from their perspective while also bringing traditional do-it-yourself videos. So I'll go back to their videos in a second here. They take us on some adventures also. But when we look at their, those are live streams. When we look at their videos, here's changing the taillights on the car. So that's a traditional do-it-yourself video, right? And then the washing machine one is the first one I saw from this creator forever ago. That's the one I keep going back to. But Shane will do a few other things, bringing variety in the middle. But this creator, like I said, will give you a look at life through their perspective, as well as a lot of the fitness that I talk about, and then these DIY videos. So let's spin the wheel, and we will see what's happening with DJ's Adventures and Beyond. I've got coffee walks and whatever on the wheel. If there's anybody else listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. We've got a moment to get another channel or two on the screen. I'm going to fire up the music channel right this second. And anybody can hop over there whenever you would like to. Pardon me while I just dig into the background here and grab the link. And I'll pin it as well so everybody can get to it. All the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel over there, which I'm talking about, where we occasionally live stream right after Tuber Chat, usually for about an hour. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. There's link drops and video game going. Everybody can participate in the chat as well, and we can continue meeting new friends and family members the same way we are here. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is going to go live in just under 15 minutes from now. We know that Just Jason Keto and More also just dropped a premiere. Ben Cyan Games is also live right now, but if anybody wants to come over, people are coming in and out all the time over there. Thanks, Scratch and Pete PA, for hopping in there as well. DJ's Adventures and Beyond is up right now. 838 subscribers, so they're working on 900. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They've brought us for a lot of outdoor adventures lately. Some of those Christmas light displays did well over the Christmas season there. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they're saying that we will experience some camping videos as well as travel, some retail videos, and then arts and crafts as well. And then let's look through their shorts videos and see how these have done already. Shorts have gotten into 1,500 and 1,700 views on this channel. There's some of the arts and crafts that they're likely talking about, and a lot of outdoor content as well, which is great to see. DJ's Adventures and Beyond is here with us just about every stream lately as well, so thank you for that. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just running the stream in the background, or if you're coming in to say hello quickly or drop a thumbs up. Those always matter as well. Coffee Walks and Whatever's coming up right now. This is OJ and Deb, fellow Canadians, and they give you a chance to really get to know them on their channel. I've hung out with them many times in live streams. It's been a little while, but hopefully I'll catch you again shortly. I've always got notification bells on for every single channel. What have you got there? DVDs. Whenever I see things like this, DVDs and CDs, I wonder if there's going to be vinyl records there. All the time, I still buy vinyl records to this day. I've really cut down. I got into it a little bit over the last couple of years. I've cut it down to probably less than a dozen a year. But I'm surprised at how many people are still buying things like DVDs and Blu-rays. Those can do well, obviously, if you have a remote location. A lot of people have like trailers and cottages and stuff like that. DVDs and Blu-rays can be great. A lot of people just want to collect them, right? You get extra things inside the DVDs or vinyl records or even cassette tapes from a long time ago that we don't get with digital downloads most often. If you're even downloading. These days, most people have either Spotify or Apple Music or something, or for all of us, like, you know, YouTube Music might be a thing as well. And then you have basically access to every song ever made anyway. Even I will, on my phone or a tablet, keep a few, let's say, movies or TV episodes and things like that, so that if there's a day that there's, I don't know, power outage, or I'm not around an internet connection, or something is not working, there's something if you find yourself needing it. I know how ridiculous that sounds to need, but you know what I'm saying. And Coffee Walks and Whatever here has got a few new videos, so I'm going to see what you have to say about these. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with you a little bit. And then shorts videos on this channel have gotten into, let's just see the popular tab here, 4,800 and 5,000 views, which is great to see. A little bit of outdoor content, some famous Canadian snow there as well. And then when we get into live streams, like I said, they give us a great chance to get to know them. It's been a while since I caught you, so yeah, already a few months, but hopefully I'll catch you again for another one. I got notification bells on for every single channel, and they're working on 1,700 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. It'll be exciting. One more time, I will drop the link for the music channel live stream, which is running right now, but I'll leave this live stream Tuber Chat running for an extra 3 minutes so everybody can clean up their connections here. If you'd like to, everybody's welcome to come over. Obviously, I hope you will. We can continue meeting more friends and family members for another almost hour or so. And Tuber Chat is back on Saturday. So thanks, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. And again, even if you're just running the stream in the background, I know we got a few friends that do that. And even if you've just come by for a short period of time, I do appreciate every moment. This week, I'm unsure about when we're going to stream, but I'll try to get a couple of them set up by Saturday before we stream next. And it'll be a little bit earlier than the last few have been. We're on at 2 p.m. Eastern this week. So thank you again, everyone. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.